Give it up for Ethan Obermeyer, Clara Salazar, Matthew Piatanza, Julia Arnold, Savannah Emerson, and Megan White performing Thomas's Snowsuit.
This is a story about Thomas's Snowsuit. The author is Robert Munch. One day, Thomas's mother bought him a nice new brown snowsuit. When Thomas saw that snowsuit, he said,
"That is the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my life. If you think I'm going to wear the ugly snowsuit, you are crazy."
His mother said,
"We'll see about that."
The next day, when it was time to go to school, the mother said,
"Thomas, put on your snowsuit."
but Thomas replied,
"No!"
His mother jumped up and down and said,
"Tom, put on that snowsuit." "No!"
So, Thomas's mother picked up Thomas in one hand, picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight. And when it was done, Thomas was in his snowsuit. Thomas went out to school and hung up his snowsuit. When it was time to go outside, all the other kids jumped into their snowsuits and ran out the door. But not Thomas. The teacher looked at Thomas and said,
"Thomas, put on your snowsuit."
but Thomas replied,
"No!"
The teacher jumped up and down and said,
"Don't put on that snowsuit." "No!"
So the teacher picked up Thomas in one hand, picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight. And when they were done, the teacher was wearing Thomas's snowsuit. And Thomas was wearing the teacher's dress. When the teacher saw what she was wearing, she picked up Thomas in one hand and tried to get him back into his snowsuit. They had an enormous fight. When they were done, the snowsuit and the dress were tied into a great big knot on the floor. And Thomas and the teacher were in their underclothes. Just then the door opened and walked in the principal. The teacher said,
"It's Thomas. He will put on his snowsuit."
the principal gave her very best principal look and said,
"Thomas, put on your snowsuit."
but Thomas replied,
"No!"
So the principal picked up Thomas in one hand, and she picked up the teacher in the other hand, and she tried to stick them back into their clothes. And she When she was done, the principal was wearing the teacher's dress, and the teacher was wearing the principal's dress, and Thomas is still in his underwear. Then from far out from the playground, some child yelled, "Thomas, come out and play." Thomas ran across the room, jumped into his snowsuit, got his boots on in 2 seconds, and ran out the door. The principal looked at the teacher and said,
Hey, you have on my dress. Take it off right now.
but the teacher said,
Oh no, you have on my dress. You take off my dress first. No, you first. No, you. No. Yes.
well, they argued and argued, but neither one wanted to change first. Finally, Thomas came in from recess. He looked at the principal and he looked at the teacher. Thomas picked up the principal in one hand. He picked up the teacher in the other hand. They had an enormous fight. And Thomas got everybody back into their own clothes. The next day, the principal quit her job and moved to Arizona, where nobody ever wore a snowsuit.